set to kick it off at the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl between Purdue and LSU here at Camping World Stadium. Noah Cain, Gregory Clayton back deep to receive the opening kick, and it will be Cain from the 4. Dives out across the 25-yard line. Charlie Jones, the normal punt returner for Purdue, but he has opted out of today's game. So Andrew Sawinski all the way back to his own 10-yard line. Makes the first man miss. That's a pretty good return. Out across the 20-yard line. And that's a line drive kick. That'll be returnable. Clayton from the 27. Flag thrown behind the play. That's pretty good coverage for Purdue on a very low kick of 46. LSU. Here's a seam shot on time. Jaden Daniels to the freshman tight end Mason Taylor. Daniels to try and throw for it on the slant. It's good for the first down. Malik Nabers broke a tackle and got inside the 25 before he was brought down. Boy, how interesting a matchup is that for the national championship. 4-man rush, seam route, Nabers makes the catch. Boy, he has been red hot into the red zone. They line up to go quick. Emery stood up, second effort into the end zone. That is an LSU touchdown. When the ankle injury that Daniels suffered against Texas A&M was re-aggravated against Georgia in the SEC championship game. A handoff here to Noah Cain, and he's got a first down. And Nussmeier. Four-man rush. Nussmeier, rifle shot to the sideline. Nabers, did he get a foot down? He did, and control for the first down. No deep safeties. They show a zero blitz, and here it comes. Nussmeier on the run to the sideline. Did Mason Taylor get a foot down with control? Yes, he did. Another third down conversion. Noah Cain finds a cutback lane and a freeway to the end zone for another LSU touchdown.
Completely collapse this side of the offensive line, and what you're going to do is put this defensive end in the bind. He hesitates. Cain, again, the great hug on those blocks, and LSU for a touchdown. What a great job.
And we all question your work ethic. You're not on the air enough. Downing, dragged down behind the line and lost the football. Was he down? The officials say no. Major Burns with a fumble recovery.
I think that knee might be down.
Sheffield in motion. He takes the screen pass, and he's got nowhere to go. He lost yardage back to the 21 as Bakai Wingo.
The intensity and work ethic on a day-to-day basis.
Daniels extends the play and eventually finds Mason Taylor wide open on the sideline. Taylor breaking tackles, and he hits pay dirt. 32-yard touchdown. Speaking of true freshmen, Mason Taylor, his third score of the year.
You're just going to get a little bit of a mismatch route on the left. Everybody carries, and Taylor just sits there. Daniels waits, kicks it out, and then watch the athleticism after the catch. Some poor tackling by Purdue on the back end. Tigers up big in Orlando. You see him as an edge rusher right now. He's been off the ball, dropping in coverage.
Blitz up the middle and got home, but a good job by Austin Burton to sidestep the rush and just get back to the line of scrimmage.
Get on a PJ.
First and 10. Daniels, again, well protected. Finds Mason Taylor right in the soft spot of that Purdue zone for 15. On a keeper, it's Daniels. Terrific fake into the secondary. Down inside the 10-yard line, finally brought down by Sanusi King.
Well, it's really an overload front, and that's the tight end. They're going to down block, and then Jaden Daniels is just going to read, again, that unblocked defender. Last time he gave it to Cain on the goal line. This time he keeps it. And then the athleticism to break some tackles.
It's been a war of attrition here in the first half for this Purdue defense. And it's first and goal. Cain into the end zone again. his second rushing touchdown. Where you would have more of a favorable perception of them than Penn State when the playoff goes from 4 to 12 as Purdue will fake the punt. And they lined up to go for it, brought the punt group out after the timeout, went for it anyway. They've got a first down.
99 Jack Sullivan there. Just kind of a middle wedge.
That's kind of that Swiss Army knife, a wide receiver, but can line up in the backfield. Here comes a blitz. Burton out of the pocket. Spins forward. His helmet pops off, and a flag is thrown as well. Another flag is thrown late.
Got to the head or neck area since it is with the arm and he's going down.
Well, it's forcible contact to the head or neck area of a defenseless player.
And the fact that he is as a runner
He's a runner.
That's the big difference here, right?
Correct. He's not defenseless.
I just don't think that's targeting.
I think they're going to
After
change
further
this.
review, there is no foul for targeting. It'll be first down and 10.
Ferry, make sure you don't get hit by Perkins. Easy throw.
Another fake. And that shot down the sideline again is an interception down at the 1-yard line. Jarek Bernard Converse picks off Austin Burton, and LSU has it back. Jet sweep. Is it a trick play? Nabers wants to throw. He'll unload one up the seam. Catch is made by Lacey. Still on his feet to the 10-yard line. First and goal, 45 yards on the wide receiver to wide receiver. Trying to get on the board before halftime. Four-man rush under pressure and a sack. Nowhere to go for Austin Burton.
TCU just kept answering anything that Michigan threw at it, and just an incredibly impressive performance.
Another sack. Makai Wingo. You pay for that with an interception. Here's the direct snap to Emery, and the end around to Nabers. He's going to throw it Philly special style to Jaden Daniels for the touchdown. So another trick play for LSU.
And then here, or at Illinois this past season, Brett Bielema, Andy Boo, Kevin Kane, Aaron Henry, and Terrence Jamison, we all just bounced ideas off each other and really grew something to what it was today.
Everyone says it's really difficult to play defense in today's football, no matter what the level. I guess my question is, how have you somehow, as Emery runs off a big run again, how have you been able to still play really high-level defense everywhere you've been? And wasn't trying to be perfect or somebody that isn't just a very natural person.
Nussmeier lob into the end zone, an interception. So finally that Purdue defense is able to get a stop. End around to Nabers. Has a crease. Malik Nabers down the sideline. Stays in bounds with a cutback. House call. Another LSU touchdown.
Sweep, everybody flows defensively. You lead block, your tailback is an extra blocker. Lacey downfield, and then there's just pure speed and athleticism by Malik Nabers. That's why some of that horizontal motion and/or jet sweeps are so. Ran the football a little bit better, but I think all three of those teams very much so want that 1 seed.
There's a crease for Tracy. And Tyrone Tracy.
He's had a very strong career as their starting quarterback.
A little trick play here, dialed up as Yassin took the backwards pass and found TJ Sheffield.
He's had a very strong career as their starting quarterback.
A little trick play here, dialed up as Yassin took the backwards pass and found TJ Sheffield.
Tight end is going to be leaned on certainly next year for this offense.
They fake the jet sweep and then throw it down the rail to Sheffield. And he finds the end zone finally for Purdue. They're on the board.
They carry it vertically. The tailback and wide receiver essentially switch responsibilities. And then Sheffield because of that, but TCU's capable of it for sure.
Right up the middle, Davis. 6 yards. Davis to the 5. Muscles his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
My goodness.
And LSU continues to pour it on. Derek Davis from 12 yards out.
It doesn't work out with that initial one.
Albers up the seam on 4th down. And I think that's an incredible catch. Wow. As much as his hands to keep it off the turf. And he did.
Oh, my goodness.
It to himself.
Bounces off.
Albers on 4th down. It is batted around and intercepted down at the goal line. Quad Wilson with a convoy. Wilson down the sideline with a cutback. Quad Wilson's going to go the distance. Touchdown. Behind the play is injured, but 99 yards for Wilson on the tip ball. Pick 6, interception return. A blimp shot as he weaved his way through traffic and then got a convoy of blockers.
Just look how crazy this is. Oh, that final cut. Good for that young man.
63-7 will be the final as Brian Kelly is able to cap a very successful first year in Baton Rouge with now officially a 10-win season, and it ties the largest win in bowl history in college football.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.